Yeah, liability. Let's read it and then we're gonna talk about it. A vereniging is a legal entity, which means that its committee members are theoretical not liable for any debts. There are, however, exceptions to this rules. For example, mismanagement and neglectance and failures to list the vereniging in the Dutch Commerce Register. So inform KVK about your committee members change within 8 days. Failure to do so mean that the former committee members could be held liable if they are still listed in the Dutch Commercial Register. If your association has limited legal capacity, then you as a member are personally liable with your private asset. You can limit the liability by listing the association in the Dutch Commercial Register. So interesting, but let's look at it. So if you have an association, let's say this is your association, we have a full and then we have a limited. So limit is the association, and let's say you have members here, member 1, member 2, and with the limited is when you have members and there's something wrong with the association, then they are with their private asset liable. That means if you buy something you cannot pay it, then the seller can go after you private asset. If it's same thing when you borrow something, so your personal asset, you can be liable for that. You can limit this by register this in the Chamber of Commerce. You can do that. You can limit it and then it should be fine. I do not know how they call it again, but let's say you register through a notary, then your association has a legal personality. That means when something goes wrong with association, they cannot come after your private stuff. But there's an exception for that. When there is mismanagement in the board member or as a member, so you as a member, there's mismanagement, then if it's your fault, they can come after your private stuff. It doesn't happen a lot, but keep that in mind. When there is mismanagement or whatever, they sum it up here for you. So here you can see the reason, for example, mismanagement, failure, and all the stuff. When there is that, then they can come after you. But if there isn't, if you did your best as a member, there's nothing to worry about. So technically, then they can come after you. That's the thing with liability. So when you want to do a limited, keep in mind you can be liable for a lot of things, but only a full legal entity, then you are not liable for anything as long as you do your best. Keep that in mind. So if you have a question about it, let me know. I know this topic is not that interesting. Not a lot of people use this form, but yes, it's a legal form in Holland and we need to talk about it. And it's I'm not saying it's not that interesting, it's just that you don't have a lot of things to talk about. This is easy to understand. If you don't understand it, you can just go and join the law center, and the law center you can ask me a question about it, because as soon as you know how it works, it's gonna save you a lot of times and it can help you achieve your business goals. So I hope you guys liked the video. Like and subscribe. See you guys in the next video.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I've made mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be